Hey guys, it's Pretty Odd Panda here, and today I'm going to finally give you guys my review on the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation. I'll read it. The Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Ultra Definition Liquid Makeup. So what happened with this video? I filmed one in the summer and now I can't find it, so yeah, I'm just gonna re-record it today and upload it today just because I need to get this out to you guys for a while. Really, it really should have been up in September, but you guys know the situation with my laptop and everything. But since everything's good, let's get started. So this foundation, and I'm also in the darkest color, which is shade 12. So okay, this foundation is advertised to be really light. It's supposed to be like a second layer of skin. It's supposed to be medium coverage and uses concealer as a foundation. It's light to medium coverage, I'd say. But if you do like a spot treatment, like if you just have a spot that you want to cover, you can actually cover it pretty well with this. So that's what it's advertised to do, and I found that pretty much says just that. As far as their color range, I'm not gonna lie, it's really good. They have, I want to say 16 or 22 shades or something. I want to say they have about 20 shades or something. I'm not really sure, but they have them at Sephora. I think they have them in Ulta, and they definitely have them on the Urban Decay website, which I think this is the last day of their friends and family sales, which gives you 20% off. Yeah, so if you really want to try it and you're looking for a deal, try it with that. No, I'm not wearing it right now. I'm going to show you guys how I put it on and everything. That's my little gripe with it. So it's really smooth, it feels really light, and it's advertised to dry with about a demi-matte finish, which I find really true, and it actually does a really good job at controlling oil. And as you can see, even my nose right now is a little shiny right now. I do have sort of an oily T-zone, mostly the tip of my nose, but that's pretty much it. Let's see. It has a pump applicator, and you're supposed to shake it up. I don't know if you can hear that, but like there's something in there that you're supposed to shake, so yeah. You shake it up and then you pump it and you put it on. Now it's also advertised to be applied with this brush, and the name is wearing off on mine, which is supposed to be their optical blurring brush. Looks like this, and it's like a little domey top. Yeah, it's a little dirty because I use it with other foundation. Now my gripe with this brush, I don't know if it's with the foundation or with the brush, because I like the foundation when I apply it with my fingers, only when I apply it with my fingers. I don't like it applied with the brush at all. And I'm not really sure if it's because it's not the most perfect match, because it's not the most perfect match for me at all. And maybe I thought it was the brush, but I mean, like, look at the brush. If you like your foundation done with like a stippling brush or something, this is a really good densely packed brush, and it's still soft and it still feels good on the skin. And I just do not like it with this foundation at all. So I was sort of upset when I bought it, and I was like, oh, now I can't use this brush like the way they wanted to. But with my Estee Lauder Invisible Fluid Foundation, and I also have a review for this, and I'll link it below. I use this brush with this foundation, and I don't think this foundation can ever look bad. I mean, as I said in that review, I used it with every brush that I have, even this brush, and with my fingers, and with a sponge, and I love it. Anyway, back to Naked Skin. I just don't like the way it applies with this brush. I feel like this brush makes it look splotchy on me, and I think it's because this isn't the most perfect match. This is the darkest shade that they have, and I was shade matched. Like, I did try the shade that's slightly lighter than this, and it wasn't working for me. For those of you that don't know, the 0.0s are more cool toned, and the 0.5s are more warm toned. So this is clearly, obviously, 12.0. It's a cool tone foundation. Yeah. So I'll show you guys how I apply. I'll show you guys how I apply it. So I shake it up, and I usually take about a pump on my fingertips. And it looks like there's a lot in there, but I mean, it's just enough to do my whole face. I just warm it up with my fingers. And it doesn't dry very quickly either, so like it's okay to dot it around the face, unlike like the Revlon Color Safe foundation. So as you can see, like, it's not the most perfect foundation match for me. I mean, as I tapped it on my skin, it's not the most perfect, but I mean, it does blend. it blends pretty well. And I'm not even sure what to call my foundation shade. I think the most perfect one for me has been my Estee Lauder Invisible Fluid Foundation. But I mean, it goes on the skin really smoothly, and it makes my skin feel like a little, well, let's be honest, but it does give the appearance of smoother skin generally. And those spots I have are a lot more faded, even though I didn't like spot treat them or anything just now. I mean, I pretty much just do that, rub it all in, and it pretty much goes on really seamlessly, more or less. So that's what it looks like on. You can't really tell I'm wearing a lot of foundation, but, well, I'm not wearing a lot, but when you zoom in, you can see that it covered, or at least lessen the effects of like some hyperpigmentation. I have a little bit of slight scarring from some pimples that I had when my skin wasn't doing so great. But overall, I like this foundation. The shade match could be a little bit better, but can't complain, so I'll show you guys now. I just went over this entire lower spot with like another layer and dabbed it in there, so you can spot treat with this. It does cover it if you go over it a few times, and it blends really well over it. I'll hit that one spot over there up here. Now in the videos that they have advertising it, you're supposed to like dab it on top of it with the brush, but if I just do the same patting motion with my fingers, it more or less covers it mostly, as you can see. It's the visibility, the appearance of it is much more diminished now. Then when you zoom out, show you the spot. Ooh, zoomed in. When you zoom out, as you can see, when you zoom out, it doesn't look like it's overly caked on in that one spot at all. And it still feels extremely light. It pretty much feels like I put moisturizer on my face, not even, just because it just goes on that fast. Now, so you can see like the front of my hands are covered in foundation, so I'm gonna go for the palm and show you guys. Very little to no transfer. I'll show you guys on a paper towel actually. Alright, so this is plain white Bounty paper towel. And all I got on it was like our lipstick because it slightly touched my chin. So I'll show you on the other side. On the complete other side, because my hands got all over it. Yeah, so this side is completely white. Little to no transfer. And even my nose, it started to matte a little bit, as you can see. Like, it was a little bit shinier toward the beginning of this video when I first put it on, but it's a nearly matte finish. It looks very natural. So even on camera, it looks very natural. And almost, I would almost say that it's invisible to the camera. Like how the Decay one is. Like, honestly, I don't see it. Maybe you guys do, but let me know what you think about it. Usually, since my skin does look more like skin, a little bit like flatter skin after I put it on, I don't even go over this with a powder. I'll just leave it and do what it wants to do all day. But I find myself reaching for my magnetized skin finish in Gold Deposit a lot more when I use this, and I usually just like put it in the highlighting areas. I find myself just reaching for this a little bit more whenever I use this foundation. And this is just pretty much my go-to quick foundation. If I just, my skin doesn't look perfect, or if like my skin looks a little dull after makeup class, I just pat this on and I'm good to go for the rest of the day. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this review. If you guys have any other requests, just leave it in the comments, tweet me or something. On Monday I'll have another Halloween look, and maybe I will do, well, whenever I finish my room, whenever I finish setting up my dorm, I'll show you guys a little dorm tour, and I'll show you guys what's in my bag probably next week. If you have any requests at all, feel free to leave them down below, tweet me, whatever you want. Anyway, you can pretty much get in contact with me pretty much those two ways very strongly, and over my Tumblr. So yeah, until next time guys, stay beautiful inside and out. Bye.